Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning market webcast. Okay, daily chart to start off with, and you can see we're just consolidating a little bit. You got a potential higher low here versus the 2603 low. You got, you have a high that exhausted after that. So we're just kind of triangulating, loosely centered around this, the green line here, which is the daily mid-band. The last, I'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions have involved the daily mid-band in some way. As long as that continues to happen, you're going to see these bands, the two yellow lines, get tighter, and that will set up a resolution probably, most likely after Thanksgiving into December. Whether it's up or down, we don't really care. In the shorter term, you've got the 200-day, the purple line, and the 9-day, the blue line, holding in price on the upside. Daily mid-band is tending to hold it in on the downside. Monthly pivot is up here. We have a new weekly pivot as we switch over to the hourly chart, 2736.75. You can see the 200, the monthly pivot up here. It didn't really respect it overnight. Is it going to respect it during the day today? I have no idea. If it does, that's always nice because it can be excellent support or excellent resistance, or a really good indication that the market really wants to sell rallies or buy dips. Last week, the bears didn't really make it anywhere. They certainly didn't get past 2670. At the same time, you can see the line up here. This was last week's weekly pivot, and past Monday morning, it just never got involved again. So this breaking really helped us sell rallies on what was 180 something handle week for us. So it was a nice little, it's always a nice little indication early in the week as to who's got tape control. If you find yourself as you get into Wednesday below the weekly pivot with no end in sight, the bears tend to have tape control. Now there will be rallies, and those rallies are sellable, and you can be long the rallies, but you want to be long with an eye on the exit door. What typically has been happening for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years beyond, before 2018 is you would typically involve the weekly pivot on a Monday or a Tuesday, have it establish itself as support, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday tended to be very directional days, rinse and repeat, come back Monday morning and do it again. That's we went through years like that. Now you're seeing much more of a battle over some of these intermediate tape control type inflection points. So what the weekly pivot wants to do today, tomorrow is important in my opinion. So we'll see where we are. I'm flat. I was short against the weekly pivot, got stopped out even overnight, and I didn't mess with it. They tried to take it back up and over 2750, and that didn't work, and now we're back to 2730. So, that's 20 handle swing. So the volatility lives, which is great. I'm content to be flat, wait for 930, and see what opportunities present themselves. I think it's going to be pretty choppy, whippy open while we continue to battle over some of these pivot areas. And then once we decide what it wants to do, there should be some directional trades enough to get our handles made for the day, and certainly enough to make the 4 that, that's our target in the room. 4 handles on a full position on average each day, and we do a good job of hitting that. And there's plenty of volatility in this tape to be able to do that in the regular session. So when it's doing that, I'm always a little leery about trying to get cute in the pre-market. Pre-market tends to have an agenda. It tends to like to whip people out, and then it heads into the bell, and it tends to knock everybody out up and down, and then off you go. I would rather skip all that drama, wait and see what this tape really wants to do, and then trade that. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. We'll be out with a bunch of stuff on social. Please check that out. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. And until then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.